Okay, now folks, it's official that Fatima did destroy through a tiny pinprick. She broke slash destroyed slash put out of commission my beloved Yeti coffee cup. Yes, it's true. I confirmed it yesterday. In a previous video, no, not this one here. Not this one here. I've had to revert back to this one. I use the other one when I'm sitting there hacking away at my desk because it has a flat base. It doesn't tip over as easy. Let me see if I can get it on the set here. Baby, could you retrieve the broken Yeti cup that you destroyed? Where's my Yeti cup that you put a hole in? So in a previous video, I told you that what these ladies were doing, and it makes sense, but it don't. What they're doing is, we don't have an ice maker here, right? Very few people have ice makers over here. If you have an ice maker, you have to have a filter. You have to have a filtration system. Okay, let's interrupt the programming to show you the peanuts that have germinated. Is that what I'm looking at? What'd you do? You just set them in there for a little bit?
Yeah.
So the peanuts have sprouted a little bit. So where are you going to plant these peanuts? You could plant the peanuts over there in the rooster recreation area, and their poop will do natural fertilization. Hope that's focusing and not on my face. Anyhow, all kind of action going down. What the ladies are doing is taking my Yeti cups, filling them up with water, putting them in the freezer. Well, it sort of makes sense because, like, we go trekking, you just pull it out, pop the lid on there. Okay, that ice is going to stay melt or stay fresh. But what happened was I said, hey, I need some coffee. Now I got no coffee mug because there's ice in all three of the Yeti cups. So this one here takes it out of the freezer, takes a Gerber strong arm. Where's the Gerber strong arm? I'll give you a visual of what she did. Find me the fake Gerber strong arm. I don't put my real Gerber strong arm. Courtesy of my buddy Gene, man. Hope you're doing well. I keep that locked up in my office so they don't destroy it by opening cans or anything else with it. But she takes the fake Gerber strong arm and starts jabbing away at the ice to break the ice up, right? Because I need a cup of coffee. So what happens? Here you go. Here's the fake Gerber strong arm. Knocked off from the Chinese. I've had this a long time, but I do have a real one now, but I don't leave it out here because the ladies will tear it up. And she is stabbing away at this ice. And what happens, I'll have to get out of the way to try to show y'all. You see that hole in there? See that tiny little hole? Okay, so she puts a tiny little hole. Look at there, it fits perfectly. Let me recreate the crime right there. Puts that tiny little hole in my favorite Yeti coffee mug. And at first I didn't realize. I checked it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. It didn't puncture the hole. But what I noticed was every time they made me coffee, the outside was hot, and before it wasn't hot. So I raised my suspicion. Temperature change on the outside of the hole. But I was looking, I was like, it didn't go through. Well, sure enough, it went through. You know how I know? Okay, after several uses, I can hear water in there. See if you can hear it. I don't know if this mic will do it any justice. I can hear it. Anyhow, so there is a pinpoint hole, so microscopic that I can't see it, but over time, enough water has leaked in there that the cup is destroyed. You can't use it anymore. I mean, because the water in there, it's probably growing bacteria, whatever. You can't use it. Fatima said, I'll drink out of it. Okay, that bacteria water in there comes up and gives you the shits for 3 weeks. No, it's a great piece of gear, but she destroyed it by puncturing the hole. So you can't use it anymore. out of the abundance of safety. So what I'm going to do, I might do it right now. What I'm going to do right now to prevent anybody from using it, because they're going to try to use it, is I have to put a hole all the way through. I have to put a hole all the way through. I said, you know, if I do that, maybe the kids could take it to the beach. And I said, no, maybe there'll be sharp edges. Basically, I just have to put it out of commission. That way nobody's tempted to go use it, and then you get some of that water that's been in there for days or weeks or what have you. So nothing against Yeti, been a great product, but it does not stand up to your Filipino wife with a Gerber strong arm. It just can't do it. So you know what, there's no time like the present. I'll use the same knife that she used. Give me something to baton this thing. I mean, you can baton this knife real well on that flat surface, but I'm trying to go like that. See if we can't just... I need something. Maybe I'll just use this here. There we go. Okay, there you go. There's that hole. I just made it a little bit bigger. But basically, it was just so minute. I don't know if I have the right angle on the dangle. There you go, right there. See if we can just put a hole in it. Just tap it. That didn't do much damage at all. This old girl must have been wailing away on this thing. Now I'm almost suspicious that she was using some type of tool as well. She was using this knife, but I don't think she was using it the way I'm using it. I think she had some type of tool. Using complex tools and a system of tools. So she probably was using a hammer or maybe the coconut chopper. But knowing these Filipinas, the way they treat my gear, they could have been using this large skillet as a hammer. I gotta interrogate this old girl. The only other technique that she might have been using was like this, you know, the old use the momentum. Let's try that. Okay, that's exactly what she did, because I see him do that before. You see that water coming out of there? And that looks like dirty water, but really it's just coffee. A couple more times. Debbie, making an award-winning travel show here. See? Just coffee down in there. So you just definitely don't want to drink from this cup anymore. One more time and I'm going to hit it on the concrete. Oh. The knife's holding up, so is the cup. Man, Yeti cups are tough, but they're not Filipino proof. Okay, now put it down on the concrete and gave it a couple big heaves. You can see it's still water or coffee down in there. A tough ass cup. Ain't no joke. Don't try this at home, folks. Nothing on the bottom. Be honest, did you use the coconut chopper to bust this thing? She's not gonna tell the truth. Trying not to hit the camera here. Oh. One more time. This thing's going in the trash.
Oh my lord. You are something.
Ooh, feel a little nub right there. Ooh, I could be halfway home here. Take it over here to the chicken recreation area. Okay, there we go. Finally, after having to beat that thing to death with the coconut chopper, the fake Gerber strong arm, you know, it's just baton it like that, just through the Yeti cup. Got a hole in there. And the question is, can I get my knife out? That'll be the question. Oh shit, that thing's in there strong. Oh, there we go. And the Gerber strong arm, the fake one, holds up no problem. There you go. There's a look into the cup. See, you still got water and stuff in there. Look, see it's coming out. Ooh, look at there. A lot of coffee in there that had soaked through that tiny, minute hole that Fatima had made. But now nobody can drink out of it. It's not going to hold water. There we go. Trash man can do something with it. He'll use it for something. Tough ass cups. Oh, there it goes, even more. Man, it just continues to leak out. Okay, so here's what I think. I think there's a very important learning lesson and safety tip in here that maybe is already out there, maybe it's not. I mean, if you sit down and think about, there's a double wall vessel that you're drinking out of. What if it gets a tiny, minute hole where water can go in there, grow some bacteria, and then come out? You would sit there and keep getting sick and sick and sick and never know what the hell is going on. So I think that anybody who has any types of these cups, right? Not just Yeti, but any type of double wall cup, you need to give it the shake test. Every now and then, you give it a shake test, and if you hear damn water in there, even the minute amount, you know that there's some type of break in that double wall, and water is getting in there. And if water can get in there, then there's a good chance it could get back out into your drink. You know? Or, I don't know how this is put together here. All I know, you just saw what I did, right? You saw what I did. It looked like a dent, but there was a minute hole. So what I'm going to do is get my other Yeti cup and do a shake test and make sure there's no water behind the double wall. Potentially make me sick. I'm a damn genius here. And again, the way I found out is I don't know why I was shaking it. I guess I was kept staring at that little hole and said, you know what? Is there water in there? And I heard water. There's no water in this one. Use both ears. You know, in case you got one ear that's better than the other. Nope, ain't no water in there. You know, this one, I'll have to transfer this over into here. Whoa. Pardon me, but do you have any Grey Poupon? And this is the wine tumbler. And I love the look. The look is absolutely awesome. But you can call this a legitimate tumbler for a reason. Because the base, you know, it goes up like that. So the base is only about that big around. And if you accidentally just barely bump this thing, it's going to tumble. New meaning to the word tumbler. So if you're drinking it out of this wine thing here, and it looks like a wine glass minus the stem. Southeast Asia, the louder the motorbike, the dumber the operator. Scientific fact. Give them a wide berth. Okay, it's a wine glass without the stem. So if you're drinking wine, what you want to do is just hold it. Just always have it in your hand. Because if you set it down, there's a good chance this thing's going to tumble over due to that small base. Certainly don't use this around your desk or computer equipment. I just gotta find a flat surface or I'll spill coffee everywhere right now. So this thing here, and if you've never seen the videos, right, you always have to take, some of y'all don't know this, many people's commonplace, some of y'all don't know. Every now and then you have to take this handle off and clean it. Now I don't know if the camera's gonna do it some justice, but there's algae and green stuff growing on the inside of that handle. You can see it here. There's a slight discoloration on the ring. Oh, and it stinks. But the reason it's only small, we clean these things. We know about this, right? So we pull those off and clean them. But it hasn't been cleaned in a couple days. And there's your example, if the camera can see that. But I promise you, if you have not cleaned this thing in a reasonable amount of time, when you pull that off, it's just slimy goop. Slimy goop. And like I said, it stinks. So if you go to take a drink out of your Yeti cup and it stinks, it's not the ice, it's this handle combination. And not just Yeti cups, any type of cup that has a plastic handle, if you just wash it and don't take this off, it's not going to dry. And that's what you get. So obviously this one needs to be clean, but I'm glad that it's on there so I can demonstrate to you on the video. Man, I could say I just saved somebody's life more ways than one. My goodness. You know, nobody get upset. I'm just putting my lips there. I'm not looking at algae down there. I think we got enough there. All right, so let's check and make sure this hole is intact. Nope. Solid. Absolutely solid piece of gear. Solid piece of gear, as long as my Filipino wife don't put ice in there and jab a hole in the bottom and break the inner hole. But I will bring this to her attention so she can scrub this. So what's my recommendation? Every time you wash your Yeti cup, take the handle off. Scrub the inner ring. You're gonna see this, but you might not think about it, but the inner ring is just as dirty with stinky bacteria. Hey baby, you gotta wash my Yeti cup. Okay? It's got a little bit of dirt under there. When's the last time you washed it? Do you remember? Okay, so she washed it a week ago. Hey. Well, she washes it every day, but I'm asking her when she took the handle off. It was a week ago. But some of y'all never take the handle off because sometimes it's on there good. It takes a little bit of elbow grease. Some people just throw it in there, wash it, take it out like it's an integral part of the cup. It's not. It's two pieces. Water can get behind there. You know, I did a safety video on another product. Maybe I'll put the link down. It talks about if you can't get the lid off of your Yeti bottle, what's the problem? The problem was you'd left something in there that fermented and there was so much pressure. Check out that video too. I took a lot of heat over that video. People complain 9 ways to Sunday about the video being too long, get to the point, blah, 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 blah. And how many people did I say, you know, at my expense, getting the top off of that thing with a tire iron and then figured out there was so much pressure that the thing was about to blow the lid 3 miles down the road. Things I do for entertainment, for other people's safety. Damn, I gotta put these peanuts up. I reached in there and about put one in my mouth. Or what do you call them? Germinated peanuts, sprouted peanuts. Baby, come get these peanuts before I try to eat them. I know, but I'm tempted to eat the peanuts to destroy your future crop. No, baby, I got one chicken that escaped the chicken recreation area. I'm not sure how he escaped. I think he escaped. Maybe he escaped through here. Sound the alarm, baby. I got a chicken on the loose. How'd you get out of there, dude? Come here, man. Come here. Go back in there. Can't hold the camera and catch a chicken at the same time. Maybe I can. I don't know how you got out.